preparing to endure is inhuman.
You're talking to the Rolex. Diamond ring, kiss stealing, wheeler dealing, limousine right, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. They call me Hot Rod. Everybody knows it. I don't have to say what I am, because I've done it. That's the difference between you and me. You talk about it, I do it.
You will know that your ass is mine, and that's the bottom line. Cause go, get down.
To the AEW Revolution preview and the Elimination Chamber post show.
And what show are they listening to?
The East Side Dave and Son Wrestling Show.
Thank you so much, Stanley Mac, bringing the thunder, bringing the action, bringing the electricity. It's another episode of the East Side Dave and Son Wrestling Show. Come on, Daddy. Come on. You know, we get closer and closer to episode 100. We've been doing this for 8 years. We started in 2015, and now it's 2023. My mind is blown. How old are you anyway? You got to be 30 by now if we've been doing this for 8 years. How old are you?
I am only 13.
13 years old!
13.
6 plus 7 is what?
13.
8 plus 5 is what?
13.
7 times 2 is what?
14.
Darn it! I tried to trick you. 10 plus 5 is what?
15.
10 plus 3 is what?
13.
12 plus 1 is what?
13.
13 times 1 is what?
13.
12 times 3 is what?
36.
Tried to trick you again. All right, that's it. That's it with the math. Of course, my name is Eastside Dave. They call me the Davey Mac. They call me Darth David on different shows. They call me the Eastside Dave. They call me the Dave McDonald. They call me Father David sometimes. Before I was excommunicated from the Catholic Church is what they used to call me. With me, as always, though, my co-host, the babyface of babyfaces, put him together for Stanley Mac. Stanley, how are we today?
I am doing good.
You're doing good. School, how's that been going for you?
School. It's been school.
School's been school. I'm not sure how I can interpret that review. So basically, neither favorable nor unfavorable. Just a neutral review there?
A neutral review.
Okay, school is school. Neutral review from Stanley Mac. We are in St. Patrick's season, and on Sunday, March 5th, we are going to be in the Belmar St. Patrick's Day Parade. We've been doing that thing for about 9 years, I think. Since 2014, we've been doing this float together. So that's pretty insane.
Almost a decade.
You're going to be doing that with me? You're going to be on the float with the Dave Man?
Yep.
Going down Main Street in Belmar with WRAT 95.9 FM, where the Dave Man gets #1 ratings at the Jersey Shore, Monmouth and Ocean County, potential listenership of 1.8 million people, and I get #1. I am #1. I am Ichiban. I am numero uno. I am the top of the tops, baby. I am the cream of the crop. Eastside Dave is numero uno, and it's always going to be that way. But Stanley Mac, I can't wait to do the St. Patrick's parade at Belmar. It's always the first Sunday in March, so I'm looking forward to that, looking forward to seeing people. If you see me on the float, say, hey, what's up, Dave, man? And I'll be like, hey, what's up, dude? That's pretty much all I'm going to give you, because it's a float, it's moving. We're only going to have like 5 seconds of an interaction, so I can't really give you much. But if you're there, say what's up, and I'll say what's up back. I don't want to be stealing, I don't want any gimmick infringement on our truth. I know the what's up thing is his gimmick most of the time. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, who? What's up? What's up? But I am shot out of a cannon today, Daddy. I am pumped up and ready to go because we're doing a big show. We're going to do our elimination review and then our AEW Revolution preview. Because AEW Revolution is on Sunday, March 5th, and we just had the WWE Elimination Chamber, which I thought was a great pay-per-view. So let's get started with that, Stanley Mac.
But before we do, I want to say what you people did not see was how much times he just spit it at me.
How much times? Listen, when I bring the thunder and the power on the microphone, sometimes spittle comes at you. You just got to deal with it, bro. Listen, this is professional wrestling, my friend. You can't take a little bit of spittle. How are you going to take a headlock from Brock Lesnar? Okay, Stanley Mac, you got to think of it like that way. By the way, before we get into WWE, I am going to mention IWF once again. Davey Mack will be participating at a major wrestling event, as I've been participating with IWF the last 6 years. And I will be at the IWF event, the 26th anniversary event, Saturday, April 15th. Come to Nutley, New Jersey, Fan Appreciation and Hall of Fame. They always have WWE Hall of Famers there. In the past, we've had Tito Santana, Gilbert, Tony Atlas, and more. But Davey Mack will be there. I have become New Jersey's greatest manager. People have questioned my, as they say, heel tactics. My, quote, underhanded tactics. People have accused me of, quote, cheating, being a bad sport, being a liar, and being just an overall villain. I don't see it that way. I see myself as a successful businessman and as New Jersey's greatest manager. And if you want to see New Jersey's greatest manager, a.k.a. Eastside Dave, it's the IWF Wrestling event, 26th anniversary special, Saturday, April 15th, beginning at 7:30 p.m. For tickets, visit campiwf.com. That's campiwf.com. And that's how you get the tickets to see the Davey Mack. All right, Stanley Mack, you going to be there?
I'm going to be there.
You're going to be there, baby. That's it. I can always count on at least one fan there, and that is Stanley Mack. Maybe I'm going to make a little coat one of these days. If I have like one of my sparkling coats, maybe I should make you a little sparkling coat. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be great. I want that.
You want that? All right. So, should we look at the WWE Elimination Chamber?
We should.
It started off with the women's Elimination Chamber match, and this was for a shot at Bianca Belair and the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania. And Asuka defeated Carmella, Liv Morgan, Natalya, Nikki Cross, and Raquel Rodriguez. Any issues with Asuka coming out and winning? And or Asuka facing Bianca Belair at WrestleMania?
No, it's just the thing about that match is that match really does feel, tell me if I'm wrong, that match really does feel like it is the number 2 women's match.
Oh, yeah. No, of course that's number 2. You got Charlotte and Rhea facing off. That's going to be the number 1 women's match. Absolutely. And it's also because, is this babyface? Have they made Asuka? I know Asuka's wearing different makeup and has actually a different song, but it doesn't seem like she's committed to actually being a heel yet. So will she be, you think, attacking Bianca Belair before WrestleMania?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so you foresee a heel turn, an official heel turn for Asuka before? Okay. Bobby Lashley defeated Brock Lesnar by disqualification. Bobby had Brock in a full Nelson, and then Brock kicked him with a low blow, and the ref disqualified him. I thought this was going to lead to a WrestleMania match, but apparently it's not. Brock Lesnar is going to be taking on Omos at WrestleMania. Meanwhile, Bobby Lashley will be going against Bray Wyatt. And we had heard the rumor that it was going to be Brock Lesnar versus Gunther. And a lot of fans were excited for that. So I don't know why they necessarily pulled that match away and put Brock with Omos. What'd you think about this, Dan?
Since I've heard this, though, a few reports that Brock apparently said Brock does not want to work with Bray Wyatt. Apparently, that was the word that I heard.
Yes, sir. Brock does not want to work with Bray Wyatt. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Speaking to the mic. Okay. Let's see. Edge and Beth Phoenix defeated the Judgment Day. Mixed tag team match. What'd you think about that?
Oh, that was a good match.
You like that match?
Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of like a one-off,
Okay, one off. Yeah. Austin Theory, a men's elimination match. Austin Theory retained, beating Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, Johnny Gargano, Montez Ford, and Seth Rollins when, what's-his-face, Logan Paul ran in, and it looked like Seth was going to defeat Austin Theory, and then Logan Paul ran in, hit Seth Rollins with the thing that Hangman Page does, and that was it. Austin Theory won that match. How about this? So, obviously, we're going to be getting Seth Rollins and Logan Paul at WrestleMania.
So
you excited for that?
Yeah, actually, I think that matchup could be great.
That could be the show stealer, no question about it. Logan Paul's had tremendous matches. I mean, say what you will. You might hate him because of the YouTube. I never really watched him. I hate him because of his face, not because of the YouTube. That's why I hate him. So I don't know much about him. I hate him because of the hairdo and the face. But the match will be tremendous. I have full confidence.
Like we've seen Logan Paul. He's
become the best celebrity of all time. There is no better celebrity who's transitioned to being a wrestler this quickly and this well. Not even he puts the Bad Bunny guy to shame. Like Bad Bunny now actually looks like a celebrity. And everyone was giving that guy like high remarks. Logan Paul looks better than most people on the WWE, especially the AEW roster. Like Logan Paul could join AEW tomorrow and become champion. And it would be totally realistic. I mean, that's the truth. And finally, Roman Reigns defeated Sami Zayn by pinfall in a crazy match. You did have Kevin Owens, though, come out there and help out Sami Zayn as Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso were attacking him after the match. So Sami and KO got back together, or maybe, they haven't officially shook hands yet. But I think we're looking at Sami and Kevin getting back together. What'd you think about this?
Yeah, I think they're gonna get together. Probably, I think that the Usos might go back together, or they could do the route that I believe I am gonna take this from you though. So
take what from me?
What?
Dude, what are you gonna take from me?
Because I believe you said this.
What did I say?
Off air.
What? Let's go. You're stealing one of my things.
And Jimmy lose because of Jay.
Yeah, what my prediction was that Jay does not come back, but because they've established precedent, Mr. Pierce, Adam Pierce, has allowed other tag teams to put in a replacement, essentially. I think you're going to see the Usos defend the titles, but it's actually going to be Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa will defend the tag team titles at WrestleMania against Kevin Owens and Sami. And I think Jey Uso will probably be helping Kevin Owens and Sami win those titles. They will fall. The Uso, Solo Sikoa will lose those tag team belts. KO and Sami will become the new champs, and then Cody will become the new champ. But let's not do the WrestleMania preview. We're going to save that for the WrestleMania preview show.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. Overall, what did you think about the Elimination Chamber?
Overall, it was a good show. It was a good show.
Now, do you like overalls?
Overalls are my favorite.
Overall, I was actually thinking about buying a pair of overalls.
Buy it.
Don't forget, Davey Mack always likes changing up his look. If you look at me throughout the years, I've actually changed up my look way more than people realize.
You're putting a mask.
What do you mean I put on a mask?
And you call yourself Midnight Rider.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I put on a what?
A mask.
I put on a mask.
And a cowboy hat.
And a cowboy hat? This doesn't sound like me at all. I mean, you know me. I don't even like wearing hats. How many pictures can you find of me in a baseball hat? I'm a big Yankees fan. I don't even wear I own one, but I don't even wear a Yankees hat. I'm not a hat guy. Maybe because I played so many years of baseball that it's like any chance I can get to not wear a hat, I take it. So I don't know where you get this. I'm wearing a cowboy hat. What was the thing? I'm wearing a mask?
Yeah.
Like, because what? Like pandemic type of thing? Pandemic mask?
No.
Like one of those type of deals? The surgical mask? Is that what we're talking about? What kind of mask are we talking about?
We're talking about an actual mask.
An actual mask as opposed to a fake imaginary mask? I still don't know what the hell you're talking about.
As opposed to a mask that like nurses use. As opposed to that.
Oh, okay. So like, so in other words, I went to the store. I got a Michael Myers mask.
No.
That's what I'm wearing these days.
Your mask that they called the Midnight Rider.
Oh. You mean like a luchador mask? Is that what you mean?
Not a luchador mask.
It is a luchador mask. I'm trying to help
Oh,
you
well,
out.
yes, a luchador mask. I'm on.
That was the most pulling teeth. I am now officially a dentist. Forget about Britt Baker, DMD. Davey Mack, DMD. Because that was pulling teeth, bro. You don't know that the Midnight Rider wears a luchador mask?
I was expecting you to say something not like, not give me the answer.
No, I don't want the segment to go on forever. All right, so let's go on to AEW and preview Revolution. We're going to do the matches. We'll even do the kickoff match because I'm a huge fan of this guy, Mark Briscoe. And the Lucha Brothers take on Ari Daivari and the Varsity Athletes in what appears to be the pre-show match. But I love the Mark Briscoe, and I think he could be the number one babyface in a year. Maybe even less than that. I think he's that good. The charisma's through the roof, the facial expressions. I'm not going to be someone who claims to know every single independent wrestler. I tried to watch the FTR Briscoe Brothers match several times. I can't find it on YouTube. And I'm sorry, Tony Khan, I will not be spending $50 on a Ring of Honor pay-per-view when Ring of Honor is not on television. Okay, Tony? It is more important than ever for Tony Khan to get a streaming service. How have they not been able to get HBO Max deal yet? What is going on? Get a streaming service deal, Tony. You can't get one? If AEW can't get a streaming service deal, that's actually the biggest eyebrow-raising detail that the company has. What's going on? I'm not doing the $50 every pay-per-view model anymore. It's stupid. It's silly. It's antiquated, and, it's modern day times where no one's got, Tony Khan, literally, if you do the math, okay, you do now a Ring of Honor pay-per-view once a month for $50 or whatever. The other thing for $50. I mean, come on. What am I'm going to spend $800, $900, $1,000 on AEW Ring of Honor pay-per-views over the course of a year? You're nuts! I spend $9.99 for each WWE pay-per-view, essentially. $9.99 per month. I can live with that. I'm not doing this. So sorry. The business model stinks. But I love Mark Briscoe. I think he could be a massive star. Give him a year. Give him a year of just beating everybody. Cutting promos, rising up. And then you tell me a guy like that couldn't take down MJF if MJF has a long run? That would be fun. Now here we go. Christian Cage versus Jungle Boy Jack Perry in a final burial match and or a Mick Foley Undertaker buried alive match. Either way, final burial, buried alive. That's what they're going to be doing. They're going to be burying each other. What do you like? Who do you like? Christian Cage or Jungle Boy Jack Perry?
I like Jungle Boy, yeah.
You like Jungle Boy to defeat Christian Cage? Christian Cage is coming back after being off for months and months. He's going to lose in his first match back?
I think so.
At the pay-per-view? Holy cow. I got to think Christian Cage is going to win this. I have to think he's going to win this. He's been out for months. If Christian Cage, who's been out for months, comes back and his first match is a pay-per-view match where he literally gets buried, he should just leave AEW. Just say, you know what? This was a bad idea from Jump Street. I look like a grown-up and everyone else looks like an 8-year-old in AEW compared to me. I'm going back to WWE. Going to be with my boy, Edge. That could actually help them both out. If Edge and Christian got back together as a tag team.
Yeah.
You know, I think even Edge would benefit with that. Because it's just kind of Edge versus Judgment Day the last, 6 months. You know, he kind of needs something. Next match. Oh, boy. Here we go. Chris Jericho versus Ricky Starks in a singles match. Now, the Jericho Appreciation Society are banned from ringside. For whatever that's worth. Stanley Mac, who do you like?
I'm going to say Ricky Starks wins, even though I'm not confident. They better give it to Ricky, though.
Ricky Starks?
They have to.
I tell you what, Ricky Starks has done an amazing job. This guy's the true Iron Man. Forget about Tony Starks. It's Ricky Starks. He's been out there week in and week out since the beginning of AEW, and he has been on fire, and he has climbed up to the top. He has gotten himself over, popular with the crowds, and yes, here comes the over vampire, Chris Jericho, to suck your energy. No, in all honesty, Chris Jericho was really nice to me and Stanley at that interview that we've done. Go check that out. We did about, 8 to 10 minute interview with Chris Jericho. You could listen to it right on this feed. We've interviewed Jericho and Paul White. Great guys. In all honesty, though, this feud has not helped Ricky Starks, and if Chris Jericho defeats Ricky Starks might as well just go to the WWE with his friend Cody. And just say, Cody, can you just tell Hunter I'm going to be there. I don't even care what you guys do with me. I'll be there to hang out with Cody. Because if Jericho defeats Ricky Starks, he's going to take all of the steam that Ricky Starks had built up for himself. It's going to be all over. You know, it's just gone on too long, and you got to let Ricky Starks feud with MJF. Please, or someone. They have a lack of young heels problem. You know, we've got Jericho up there. We've got MJF. I don't know. They need some more good young heels. Next match, 6-man tag team match for the AEW World Trios Championship. I know everyone loves these belts, these championships. Remember when all we did was compliment AEW and how great they were at only having a couple belts and how refreshing it was because the WWE is oversaturated with unimportant belts? Now it feels like the WWE belts are actually special because AEW has so many belts that no one cares about, like the All-Atlantic Championship that Orange Cassidy has, in addition to the TNT Championship or the TBS Championship. Now you have the Trios Championship. You have every goddamn championship in the universe. All you need is a world title and a tag team. That's it. And you want to have one secondary belt like the Intercontinental? Fine. That's it. And a woman's belt. And
we
that's
don't need a secondary woman's belt. I don't think.
That's all you need is 4 people. You probably shouldn't because Jade Cargill's been the most. She's been Goldberg, and yet she's still not. And yet she's still not world champ. She hasn't lost. She hasn't even lost, and yet she's not even world champ yet. So I don't know what's going on. Nevertheless, the Elite versus the House of Black for the Trios Championship. Talk to me.
I hate to say it, but I think the Elite win.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You think the Elite won for what reason?
Because they're booking and they're not going to lose to the House of Black.
Because they're booking and they won't be losing to Malachi Black and pals. Yeah. Okay. I think you're probably right. Here's my fantasy that CM Punk FTR combined forces defeat the Elite for the Trios Championships, then immediately take those Trios Championships to a giant incinerator, light them on fire, live on television. Punk then shakes FTR's hands and says, we're still an alliance, we're still friends, but you guys are going to go back and you guys are going to get your tag team titles and I'm getting my world championship back. And that's what they should do. These trio championships stink. Put them, throw them into a volcano for all I care. They stink. They stink. There's probably a reason why we don't have 6-man tag team champs. Because of this. It's pointless. Absolutely pointless. It renders the tag team championships even more useless. You know, they're the thing that AEW bragged about for years and years and years and years. We have the best tag team division in all of wrestling. We're number one. We're the best. Well, the second you add a trios division, you now make your tag team division less important. Hello. And you're having to come up with tag teams and then add a guy for a trios division. This whole thing is a mess. The Bucks stink. As for me, I'm going with the House of Black. Let's go. First time I've rooted for those guys in quite some time. I'm rooting for you. By the way, did I give my prediction with Jericho Starks? I'm going to say Ricky wins.
You didn't give him... Oh, yeah, you gave him a prediction for Christian Cage.
I said Cage will win.
Yeah.
I said Briscoe will win. Cage will win. Ricky Starks will win. And I'm rooting for House of Black to win. Who do you like? Oh, yeah, you said the Elite. Next match. Jamie Hayter versus Saraya versus Ruby Soho. A three-way match for the AEW Women's World Championship. Of course, Jamie Hayter is your champion. Stanley.
Give me... This is...
Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Sorry. Sometimes when you say certain words, they sort of jolt a song into my head for some reason. I don't know what that is. But I don't know why I do that. But it's always with you. It's a word that you say somehow inspires a musical performance from me. And I apologize for that. It's not professional. Keep going.
Jamie Hayter.
Jamie Hayter. And why?
Why? Because the other two really haven't been booked that well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Saraya and Ruby Soho. Yeah, I can't argue with that. Ruby Soho's a little bit annoying. I'm sorry to say that, but she kind of is. Meanwhile, the Saraya experiment's been a total disaster. She choked on her first promo where she stopped talking, froze, and then said, "I'm nervous," and never was able to get back into the promo. Jamie Hayter's great. The way I see it, there's three women who could go to the WWE tomorrow. Jade Cargill, Jamie Hayter, and the dentist, Britt Baker. But I am hoping for a Jamie Hayter, Britt Baker split up. And here's what we do. Jamie Hayter does defeat Saraya and Ruby Soho. After the bell, Britt Baker attacks Jamie Hayter. Good old-fashioned jealousy thing, and it's actually real. These days, Jamie Hayter is more popular than Britt. So work that into the show. Have Britt Baker be jealous and be like, well, this is ridiculous. All you people are chanting her name. I'm her mentor, for crying out loud. I am the face of the AEW Women's Division. And have Britt Baker be a real nasty heel once again. And Jamie Hayter will be a baby face because the crowd cheers her. This isn't hard, Tony Khan. You must stop with babyface versus babyface, heel versus heel, or teasing that there's going to be a split up and it never happens. They teased for weeks that Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker were going to split up. And then, you know what? We decided let's not do that. It stinks. Next one. So I like Jamie Hayter to win this. Did you say who's your prediction again?
Jamie Hayter.
Okay. Next one. Jon Moxley versus Hangman Adam Page for a Texas death match. Excalibur calls a Texas death match, quote unquote, dangerous. I think Excalibur should realize that when something is called a Texas death match, the word dangerous is kind of not a powerful enough adjective. You understand? Let the word death be the star. Don't say a Texas death match. Wow, that's dangerous. Texas death match. We know it's dangerous, Excalibur. That's my point. Got the word dead in it. Or death. Spell death. Stan? He can't do it.
D-E-A-T-H.
Oh, my God. All right, you got lucky. You got lucky. You know how to spell that word?
Yes.
Who do you like in the Texas Death Match, which is quite dangerous, according to Excalibur? Jon Moxley or Hangman Page?
I believe I believe
I can fly. I believe I... Go ahead.
I believe Moxley wins. Then after the match, I believe he'll just dominate him after the match and turn heel.
Do you believe in love as love? I believe in love inside outside. Do you believe in love as love? That's Cher. Continue.
So what I said is Moxley, I think, would turn heel after.
Do you believe in magic? Do you believe in... Sorry, these were songs with belief. Anyway, you think who's going to win?
Moxley, and then Moxley will... and then Moxley turns heel after the match.
Here's what I want. I want Johnny Mox to win this match, right? I want Hangman Page to lose this match. I want Johnny Mox to do what he does best, baby. Make this a hardcore match, baby. All right? I want Wheeler Yuta to do a run-in. All right? I want the Dark Order, Evil Uno, to do a run-in. All right? And then I want Moxie. I want him to go under the ring, take out a bunch of dynamite. All right? And I want him to tie up Wheeler Yuta and Evil Uno and Hangman and himself. And then I want him to light the dynamite and blow up the whole ring with everyone in it. Because I'm sick of all of these guys. Next match.
Okay.
Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe versus Wardlow for the AEW TNT Championship.
How is it supposed to happen?
Samoa Joe is your TNT champ. They built a new ring. They had another ring on standby. Let's go.
So, I believe I think Samoa Joe wins this empty arena match.
Samoa Joe wins in, I guess what will now be an empty arena match. No, I just wanted the ring to get blown up. I don't want all the people to. This isn't. We're not blowing up the entire arena. This is low-grade dynamite that should only affect, a 40 to 50 foot square radius. So if you move the front row back a few things, we should be good to go. I don't think Wardlow's going to win this match, but then again, this could be a championship switch type of match. You know what? I think Wardlow's going to win. I'm looking at this on paper, and I'm saying not a lot of championship switches in this show, in my opinion. This could be an opportunity for one of them. I think Wardlow might actually defeat Samoa Joe. I'm gonna say Wardlow wins this. All right?
All right.
Okay. Next one, a 4-way tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. You're talking about the AEW Tag Team Champs, the Guns, Austin Gunn, Colton Gunn, versus the Acclaimed, versus Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett, versus Orange Cassidy and Danhausen. Somehow I was watching Dynamite the other day, and Orange Cassidy was on twice. The first match of the night where he won and defended his All-Atlantic Championship, and then the main event where there was a free-for-all with a whole bunch of tag teams, and they won that as well. So Orange Cassidy
Great
all
night
over
for Orange
Dynamite.
Cassidy.
Yeah. Hey, he's the new Stone Cold Steve Austin, The way Austin would be on Raw, like in 1998, you might get 3 or 4 different segments with Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's who Orange Cassidy is, baby. Cassidy 316 says, shh. All right, anyway, Stanley Mac, who do you like?
The Guns, because they just did win it.
The Guns just because they, you know what? I'm going with the Acclaimed. No, you know what? Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. That's who I want to win. I'm going with Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. I'm just going to shock everybody. Finally, our main event for the AEW World Championship. It's a 60-minute Iron Man match between your AEW World Champion MJF versus Bryan Danielson. Stanley Mac.
Ooh, I got...
Ooh, what are you, New Day? What are you doing, the New Day thing? Ooh. Ooh. Go ahead, please. I'm going to call you Kofi Mac from now on.
MJF is still your champion at this match.
You're saying MJF defeats Bryan Danielson?
Yep.
Give us a reason.
Because at the end of the day with MJF, I don't see him losing the title yet. Like,
He just got the championship. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I can't imagine MJF's going to lose this match. That would be kind of shocking. Hey, if they went for it, it could be a good kind of shock. And even if he lost it, that's a guy he can get it back by the next pay-per-view. So I don't think they need to be afraid of necessarily giving Bryan Danielson the victory to switch things up and maybe shock some people. But I don't see it happening. I do think MJF also will defend this belt, and MJF's going to retain the championship. Now, big question: any surprises at AEW Revolution? Basically, will we be seeing? You keep hearing people saying, "Hey, maybe Punk could actually, him and the Bucks, bygones be bygones." Forgive and forget. You guys be over there, us over here. Let's not. We won't have to talk to each other, but maybe Punk can come back. Is that a possibility?
Then we saw Colt Cabana on that countdown thing.
We saw Colt Cabana on the Revolution countdown show on Friday. Anybody else out there? Are there any free agents? This isn't a big free agent time right now. I guess everyone's pretty much been signed by WWE and AEW, who has a big name. I was trying to think. So no kind of WWE stars about to be released or anything like that? No? Okay.
No.
All right. Well, that'll do it, Mac. Why don't we end with Stanley Mac giving us an impression or two?
Ooh.
Oh, this is good.
The Undertaker is your brother Kane.
Keep going. I'm assuming this is
This is the opposite.
Is this Paul Bearer?
Yeah.
Oh, this is good. Keep going, please.
He's your brother. Kane's alive, Undertaker.
Oh, this is great.
Kane's alive.
Keep going. What would it sound like if Paul Bearer was ordering breakfast at IHOP?
Oh, these are some good pancakes. Taker?
Would you like a refill, Mr. Bearer, on your coffee, sir?
The pancakes are
The pancakes.
good.
No, I know. The pancakes are good. You're welcome. But I'm your waiter, David, and I'm here to refill. Would you like a refill on your coffee at all, Mr. Bearer?
No.
No refill. Okay. Can I get you anything? More butter, syrup, anything at all? Sausages?
An Undertaker.
I have to get you the Undertaker. You realize I'm just a waiter at IHOP, sir. You know what? I'm gonna bring you the check, Mr. Bearer. Thank you, though. All right, that'll do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, AEW Revolution. Some of the matches look pretty good. I hope they make the right calls. WWE, we will be doing our WrestleMania preview show a few days before WrestleMania, so stay on the lookout for that. IWF, Davey Mack at the IWF in April. Get your tickets, campiwf.com. For Stanley Mack. Stanley, say goodbye to the folks.
Bye.
For Stanley Mack, I'm David Mack. This has been the Eastside Davidson Wrestling Show. Good night, everybody!